So my name is Heather Kartchner. I'm a CRNA. I graduated from Virginia Commonwealth University back in 2007. I practiced as a staff CRNA in Richmond, Virginia for about 6 years before taking on the role of chief CRNA at one of the local hospitals there. I served in that role for about 6 or 7 years before taking a role recently with our Virginia regional leadership team as the Advanced Practice Anesthesia Director with NAPA. Leadership has given me an opportunity to take care of people. Fundamentally, that is leadership to me. It's knowing my team, it's knowing what their strengths are, it's knowing what their obstacles are, and doing what needs to be done to remove those obstacles from so that they can take the best care of their patients and grow themselves. I think that leadership really is asking yourself, what are you doing for others? What position are you in to be able to take care of those around you, which is leadership. And I think that if we listen, as leaders, our teams will help us know how to best lead. And then finally, I think that it goes without saying that we can learn leadership, through other leaders. And I've also been fortunate to have more formal mentors that have taught me how to frame conversations, how to create staffing models, how to advocate for my team, and also, helping me understand how important it is to share and to show people that they matter. I had a fantastic nurse manager who made it a point to say good morning to every single person on our team, went out of her way to do it. It wasn't big, it wasn't costly, it wasn't even time consuming, but it helped us feel like we were part of a team and that she cared, that we showed up, that it mattered that we showed up every day. And I've taken that with me and never forgotten that. A lot of people think that they need a title or they need certain personality characteristics or traits to be a leader. I would disagree with that. I think that that leadership again goes back to influence, and that we can influence regardless of an official title or the role we play in any organization. So you don't need to be a chief CRNA to be a leader. I started my professional leadership career by being student coordinator at our local practice, and worked as a liaison between the students that rotated through our sites as well as Virginia Commonwealth University. Gave me an opportunity my first opportunity to really take care of those that were in my charge. There is opportunity to grow in every interaction that we have every day, and from a personal growth standpoint as well as from a professional growth standpoint. And so I think that that by doing what needs to be done and then reflecting on it and evaluating what could have been done better or what went really well will develop the traits and characteristics of someone who can influence wider and wider spheres and more powerfully. And there's certainly personality characteristics of being an extrovert or introvert that both work very well in leadership. That leadership is not exclusive of either of those descriptors. But I think that if you ask yourself how you can impact in the team and then seek opportunities to do so, it's oftentimes I think there's a tendency to expect offers of leadership and to be able to identify, what needs to be done. Even as one of my colleagues says, the scut work of the group. Taking on those tasks and responsibilities gives you an opportunity to impact positively the workflow, the lives of those on your team and those around you, and gives you an opportunity to grow personally as well. we've talked a lot today about leadership and what leadership is, and circling back to fundamentally that leadership is influence. Whether or not we're leaders or consider ourselves leaders, or whether that's even a passion or something we want to desire as human beings, we have the ability. Every time we have an encounter, we impact the individuals that we speak to, or we see, or that we interact with. And we have and of that, the encounter can either be positive or negative. That is, we have control of that in every circumstance and every encounter that we have every day. And I would encourage you to make it a point to make all of your encounters positive. Purposefully make them positive. Seek to understand, seek to take care of people, be outward thinking. And by doing so, we all win.